No question about it.
So there's a lot of major things we've done. But what we haven't done is we haven't been able to communicate it in a way that is, let me say another way.
Well, see, that's kind of perfect. Yeah,
well,
we haven't been able to communicate it.
But look how the press has changed. Mm-hmm. Look how the press has changed.
It has changed. Oh, listen, I get it.
I know you overstand it. Yeah. You don't just understand it, you overstand it. But here's the deal. One of the things is that it's very difficult now to have even with notable exceptions, even the really good reporters, they have to get the number of clicks on nightly news. Mm-hmm. So instead of asking a question, anyway, it just everything gets sensationalized in ways that. But I'm convinced we can get through this. We have to get through it. And one of the things, look.
I'm going to take a break, and then we'll talk a little bit more, if you don't
blame
mind.
you.
I'm sorry. We have some of those commercials. We have some biracial commercials we need to show.
No, but I'm serious. You turn on the TV, look at the ads. When's the last time you saw biracial couples on TV? When's the last time you saw the way, people are selling products. They do ads to sell products. And they sell products when they appeal to people. This generation is going to change everything. We just got to make sure we don't give up.
It's wonderful to have you here.
Good to be back, Jimmy. I thought maybe you wanted me to just stay on Fox all the time.
They're very concerned that I might not ask you serious questions, so I don't want
they really ask serious questions.
Yeah, right. I don't want to upset them at all. Do you mind if I ask you some serious questions? Because this is, unfortunately...
Not at all. I never mind having a conversation with someone really smart.
Well, Guillermo, maybe you need to take over.
You often get asked, look, the Republicans don't play it square. Why do you play it square?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? If we do the same thing they do, our democracy will literally be in jeopardy.
Well, yeah.
Not a joke.
And I understand that argument, but also it's like you're playing Monopoly with somebody who, won't pass go and won't follow any of the rules. And how do you ever make any progress if they're not following the rules?
Well, you've got to send them to jail, There's that little box in there.
Directly to jail?
Go directly to jail.
President Biden sat down for his first interview in 118 days last night.
Oil companies, instead of everybody says, well, Biden won't let them drill, they have 9,000 drilling sites that they've already owned that are there. They're not doing it. You know why? Because they make more money not drilling and buying back their own stock.
It's all screwed up, and that's the thing.
It is screwed up, but we are only a few votes away from being able to straighten it out.
Man, that's quite a statement. We're only a few votes away from straightening it all out. Mr. Senator, what do you make of the president's statement that these oil companies have 9,000, sites that they're not drilling? What do you make of that?
Well, the Democrats are going to get wiped out in November because they have wiped out the savings as well as the paychecks of the American people. Gasoline will soon be $5 a gallon, and there is no end in sight. So, yeah, we just watched the president on Jimmy Kimmel. People at home in Wyoming say, is the president completely out of touch like he was with infant formula, or does he want high gas prices? And let me give you the evidence of why the Democrats, the liberals, have wanted high gas prices, what they've done. For 17 months, Joe Biden has attacked pipelines, has not allowed permits to drill, and just last week, Stuart, in Wyoming, his administration froze another 2,000 of those drilling permits. You can't get the leases. They've canceled thousands more leases across the Rocky Mountain West just last week. I've said for a long time that Democrats have won high gas prices because their liberal policies are to try to force people into electric cars.
We have 1 in 7 of all the changes that have taken place in terms of solar, wind, and wind pumps pumps have occurred in the last 18 months. We've moved, and there's an opportunity with the process we have dealing with energy to be able to gradually move more rapidly than we have been to alternatives. For example, electric vehicles. Jimmy, when I got elected, I've pushed electric vehicles for the last, God knows how long.
Is there, are there updates on progress that's been made since baby formula and other things have been in the news that you want to share?
Well, sure. I think obviously when the president got here, our first chat since he's been here, schools are open, businesses are open. America feels more like itself again since that, with all that work.
People think it's the Democratic Party that's so divided. And the problem is we have 48 out of 50 senators vote with me 95% of the time, more than any president has gotten that kind of support from their constituency. Look, here's where we are. We have the fastest growing economy in the world. The world.
So things have improved, but inflation has gone up, and we must address that because the cost of food and the price at the pump. Now, the price at the pump is affected by shortages, some of it caused by Putin. Part of this is Putin's price at the pump. Not all of it, but much of it. When you have lower supply, you have higher costs. That's just the way it is. So we have to recognize it. We have to mitigate for it. And that's part of what we have been doing, but we'll continue to do next week.
That Americans, particularly those in middle income and lower income strata, are in a full-blown panic about what they're seeing when they fill up their gas tank. Are you in a position to offer any calming or reassuring words about what Americans are likely to encounter through this summer when it comes to filling up their gas tank?
Yeah, this summer is going to be rough. I'll just be honest with you. The Energy Information Agency, which is the entity that projects forward all the price of gas, the price of oil, has said that by the fall, it should be down to $4.27 a gallon. And by late this year, early next year, it'll be down to $4, maybe under $4, maybe $3, high $3 a gallon. So there will be some relief on the horizon. But during the summer driving season, it is going to be rough, no doubt about it, because we have such a demand and supply mismatch on the global market for oil.